All right, we just used that new ARB Brushless Single Compressor to fill up all 4 of these 37-inch tires at the same time, from 5 PSI up to 35 PSI. How long did it take? Well, the results may surprise you. All right, so you've been thinking about onboard air, and you've been thinking about where can you put it to get it out of the way. Maybe you've watched some of our videos of that Grimm under the hood compressor kit, and where we've done that classic twin compressor and that new brushless twin compressor from ARB. But then you're thinking maybe you don't need a twin compressor setup. I mean, do you really need to air up that fast?
Come on, Sam, I haven't got all day.
Well, we might have the answer for you. And that's the new ARB Brushless Single Compressor. This is basically half of that brushless twin, and the numbers are very impressive. And it'll bolt right in under the hood using that Grimm off-road under the hood compressor mount kit. So let's show you how that's done. Now, we're not going to show you a step-by-step, beginning to end install on this because we've shown it to you many times before with the twin compressors. And the installation's all the same except for right here. But if you want to see one of those from beginning to end, well, you'll find links below for those videos. So here we got that Grimm off-road under the hood compressor mount and our single brushless compressor. And just like the twin, it has a cam lock compressor mount, although it's a lot smaller. And you can mount it in a couple different locations. You can mount it in closer to the engine. This is where our heat shield's gonna be, so it's still protected. That'll give you a little bit more room over on this side if you need it. We're gonna mount it over here, closest to the inner fender. That'll give us a little bit more distance between our heat shield and the compressor, and it'll make it easier to work on if we need to. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mount up our cam lock compressor bracket. And we've got my favorite, that blue glue stick from Loctite. Okay, now it is a little tighter in on this cam bracket, so we want to use a smaller washer. These are just some I grabbed out of the bolt bin. Okay, and once you get those bolts in, we can slide the bracket over. Then we'll use these big washers that came with the ARB kit. And throw some nuts on the back. Now for our heat shield, normally it would slide right up on this end with a twin compressor. With that single, we can actually put it in here, which will give us a little more distance between the manifold and the heat shield. So the trick with these cam locks, you want to make sure that they're grabbing these raised edges, cooling fins, whatever you want to call them. We can hit that cam lock all the way up and then just tighten it up. Make sure that you have room down at the bottom here that the compressor motor isn't touching the bracket. That'll help keep it quieter. Then once you got it nice and tight, you can use a screwdriver and just okay, we're ready to put our bracket in. All right, so there are a couple other things we need to do. One is, especially if you have ARBs in your system, you want to loosen up this 10 mil bolt on the end of the tank, and let's just rotate that tank a little bit. So if you're running ARBs, you're going to be putting your solenoids into these 2 ports here. We just want to have these out to where we can get at them in case we need to utilize them later. Pop this plug out. This is where we'll put our ARB pressure switch. Throw a couple wraps of Teflon tape on there. And make sure we're really careful we don't get any Teflon tape down around the side that could get into that port there. That would make this switch inoperable. Okay, and then we're just going to tighten this up. We want to be really careful we don't over tighten it. That way when it sits in here, our pressure switch is nice and protected. So looking at it in our bracket, we can easily get to the wires for our pressure switch, and we can get our hose onto the hose end. So let's go ahead and install this bracket. Now we're ready for some wiring and that compressor. Then we're going to unscrew our air filter. Then a little Teflon tape on our 90-degree barb fitting. Then we're going to want to turn it right about that angle. So up goes our compressor. We're going to get it right in place. It is tight right there against our Falcon shock, but we got about a 1/4 inch of clearance. Lock it in. All right, it works. Charged up, we're ready to go. So let's get this back together and then we'll go out and do some performance testing of this new brushless single. All right, so this is the first of our performance testing for the new ARB Brushless Single Compressor. We've got a 37, we're down to 5 PSI. Let's see how long it takes to get to 35. All right, here's our stopwatch. Okay, here we go. So there we are at 35 PSI. We're at 3 minutes, 33 seconds, and that included stopping 4 times to check the pressures. So we actually did a little bit better than that. All right, so now I think we drop the air back down to 5. Let's work our way out of the trail system, and when we hit that trailhead, we'll air up all 4 of them at the same time and see what this compressor does. All right, it's the end of the day. We're leaving. It's time to air up. So let's test this ARB brushless single to see how fast it'll fill all 4 37s from 5 to 35 PSI. We've got 0 on the clock. We've got 5 PSI on the gauge. So let's go ahead and kick them. So there you have it, 14.5 minutes to fill 4 37-inch tires from 5 PSI to 35 PSI, and we filled all 4 of those at the same time. And that's good for any compressor, let alone a single. That's the new ARB Brushless Single. For more information on the new ARB Brushless Single Compressor, hit those links below. And then I'm going to thank you for watching today. We'll see you in the next video.